Hi, what's going on here? Tuned to G today, G, D, G. What makes this 12 bar a little different from the other 12 bars is I'm using basically lead licks. Not really a specific lick like the other week we did, and then going to the chord. And the lick was the same each time. There's a lot of 12 bars like that. The fill-in lick is the same all the time. This is about improvising during the 12 bar, but if you're by yourself, you want to hint at the chords or play the chords. So today I'm tuned to G, open G, G, D, G. And the first lick that I used was 0, 3, 0 on the middle string. And then 3 on the high string, 5 on the middle string. You could go to your open high string. The 5 on the middle string, you give it a little wiggle. Because I'm assuming you're playing lead or thinking of playing lead. And then you just want to fill in with the chords. So I went to G7, which is 0, 3, 4. But I'll let my first finger play the 3 on the first string and hammer onto the 4. Like that. Very common blues thing. I'm sure you recognize it. Now I don't want to just repeat that every time, so I change it to a lick that is more likely to be used when you're improvising. Go to 5 on the first string and slide up to 6. Then 5, 3, and then 5, 3, 5 on the middle. And then do the same G chord again, hammering onto the 3rd. We're doing almost the same lick, but we're going to vary it, which makes it different from the other 12 bars, because we're now going to go to the 4 chord on the 5th fret, and I'm going to use the 7th chord. That'd be C7. You go. Like that. That's sliding up to 6, and then 5, 3 on the first string, 5, 3 on the middle, and then I use my second finger to go to 5 on the low, 3rd finger on 5 on the middle, and my first finger on the 3 on the high. C7. That's better. And then once again, bit of a straight repeat there, but we are improvising. Well, not anymore because I've written it out, but we are improvising in principle. And then of course we want to go to the 5 chord. We're going to use 7, which is 7, 7, 5. We'll do the same thing. It's the easiest way to get there. And then just back to the 1. Now at any time, instead of, you could go. There's 2 licks there that you can basically interchange just about anywhere and keep the rhythm going. So you could play it one way one time and then play almost the same thing, but change it around. So once you start doing that, you are improvising. And then as you go on, you can change this lick a bit more, like maybe for the 5 chord. You you can just add to it and change it a little bit. And that's really the nature of improvising, is you're not really just making stuff up right from the word go. I mean, you can try that, and that's pretty cool. But you're usually building on something that you kind of know, and you're changing it a little bit to fit the situation. And if you do that, you can go on for a long time. And you'll develop little licks and twists that you like. That's another one. Like that. And I've also wanted to point out that I'm sort of staying in one position here. I'm using a couple open strings, and I do move up here for the 7th. 7-7-5 for the 5 chord, which is D. But I'm basically getting these sounds by staying in one place. Yeah, and even that. Throwing in a hammer around in there changes the texture of it and keeps you improvising. So I hope you find this helpful. Have a great day. Bye.